just give a little bit of background first on the thinking that led us to that. So what we saw was a food system divide, where we saw the vast majority of investment. So whether it be the R&D, the product development, the private industry investment, or even the development aid, all went into what we call the big three, the wheat, maize and rice. Most people know some of the statistics. About 50% globally of all our protein and calories come from wheat, maize and rice. In Nature recently, they brought out that 45% of private industry investment in agriculture research goes into one crop. That's huge, 45%. That's maize. So what we saw is, our aim is, could we break that food system divide and bring some more diversity back in as mainstream, as staples? So instead of the big three, could we create the big five, later the big seven, and so on? So it's not just about promoting or popularising some other foods, but actually bringing them back as a staple, particularly in developing countries. So then we said, okay, if that's our aim, what would we work on first? And we said it can't be just anything. It really needed to be something that fulfilled those criteria of a smart food. And then we went down to, okay, what do we focus on first? And that's where, and you've heard it from the Minister, millets really fulfilled a lot of that criteria. It was good for you. Some of the examples here, so the finger millet, that's got the equivalent of 3 times the amount of calcium as milk. Some of the other millets that are extremely high in iron, zinc and folate. So they fulfill some of the biggest micronutrient needs. They're gluten-free, they're low in GI, important for managing or avoiding diabetes and so on. So we saw that that would be our targeted effort to see if we could actually break the food system divide. So then we had to say, okay, how are we going to do this? We can't do business as usual. And it's not a case of just telling people, oh, guess what, millets are a smart food. So then we decided our approach would be to do it from the consumer-driven approach. And the Minister gave some great examples in India with driving it from the consumer side. So we developed a methodology that's got 4 main components. So the first component, which is really getting the scientific backing behind everything. So in January, we'll launch at the Minister's international event for organics and millets, the scientific case behind how millets are good for you, the planet and the farmer. We're also working on developing a certification scheme, because you see certification schemes for nutrition, you see them for the planet and you see them for the farmer, but you haven't brought the 3 together. Then the second part of the methodology is about actually the consumer-driven campaigns and working with food processors and food service industry in different countries. Then we said, okay, if we achieve driving demand, how do we ensure the farmers benefit both nutrition and the rural communities, both nutritionally and from a livelihoods perspective? And in the interest of time, you heard examples from the Minister, so I won't go into that. So we've got a whole initiative around that, and we're doing it in different countries. We're just starting. So I'm going to use my last 1 minute to actually show a 50-second video of an example of what we've been doing in Kenya. So we've just finished a TV series, a reality TV series around smart food, where we had the first prize being a full scholarship at a university to run a hospitality do a hospitality degree, so it attracted a lot of young people. So this was just the promo, so you get a bit of a feel, because what was really important is this is not an awareness campaign either that's part of this. It's about changing the image, it's about creating a buzz and making this fun.
Welcome to the Smart Food Show, where we eat food which are good for you, good for the planet, and good for the farmer.
By coming as a mentor, it's very hectic.
So what I really expect from the contestants is something new, something different.
I would be the kind of judge that really inspires.
We can't escape that. Who will the ultimate prize go to?
Someone has to go for me to win.
The Smart Food Show.